President. Hello, this is David Kozik, Chief Spiritual Officer and Senior Minister of the LoveMakers Foundation, a spiritual hybrid organization whose purpose is to bring love to the world, and more importantly, or just as importantly, to bring love to each and every one of you and to each and every person on this planet. Tonight, we have a very profound message. I'm here with our CEO, Deborah Kozik. Hello, Deborah. How are you tonight?
Hello. Hello, everyone.
And she's going to be giving a short message as well during this love message, because tonight's message is the power of self-love. Self-love is broken down into really two major categories in my mind. There's the psychological categories of self-love. And then there are in my opinion, the more powerful spiritual categories of self-love. When we're talking about the psychology of it, we're talking about just your basic instincts, your basic self-belief. We're talking about your ability to accept yourself for who you are. We're talking about self-care. Deborah's very excellent in the self-care area, whether it's nutrition, whether it's positive thoughts about yourself. We're talking about positive self-talk, the things that psychologically make you feel whole as a human being, and which is very important and very basic. But tonight, I want to go beyond the psychological. I want to go beyond positive self-talk. I want to go beyond self-care. I want to go beyond, having the boundaries of human relationships. I want to get into the power, and those of you who have listened to these love messages, you know that I believe that love is the most powerful force in the universe, and that you are love, that we are all love. So we're talking about self-love tonight, and the protocol that I've laid out over the years is finding the awareness of the power of love and the beauty of love, and with the types of love, that love awareness, also the ability to find passion in something or someone, the ability to develop love consciousness by being kind and compassionate, thankful, gracious, non-judgmental, etc. But now we're going up a notch. And again, these phases are all interconnected. They're not mutually exclusive. You can jump right from awareness to self-love. You can learn to love yourself. Because when you learn to love yourself, really unconditionally, miracles will happen. You will actually end up getting what you want in life, because your consciousness will be clear and be connected to all that is without even trying, because you'll have that internal power. As Jesus said, the kingdom of heaven is within. We say that a lot here because we know that the power is within, your connectivity is within. So let's talk about the spiritual elements of self-love. I'm always attracted to the Buddha and what he said about self-love, because he said, you yourself, as much as anyone in the entire universe, deserve your love and affection. Yeah. You deserve, as a human being, to love yourself. I think as you're watching this video, you know what the power, some of you experience the power of love, whether it's passion for something, whether it's that awareness and connectivity to all that is, whether it's loving someone, whether it's just seeing the love in other people. You know that when you start to love yourself, good things happen, because you clear your consciousness on that pathway to absolute love. You basically open up your heart to yourself. You eliminate guilt. You eliminate fear. You create courage, confidence. You create gratitude. You create, and even more so, forgiveness. It gets up from that notch about love, because now we're talking about ourselves. We're talking about ourselves. Because in the end, you are what you believe yourself to be. And that's a statement by Pablo Coelho, who wrote The Alchemist, because whatever is your treasure, it's like that Jesus quote, wherever your treasure is where your heart is. And once you realize that for yourself, when you realize that you are love, that you are everything and can be everything, that your life will change, that you will find a certain beauty, infinite beauty in each and every moment of your life. But that comes around. So what we're doing is we're recognizing and realizing the beauty that we deserve self-love. And again, for a lot of us, it's difficult to even come to that belief, but it's true. Because what you believe is what's going to happen in the end in your life anyway. So when you believe that you deserve love, when you know that when you believe it, you will become it, you now can start to live it. Because when you love yourself absolutely, and do it this now, love yourself absolutely in this moment. Love yourself completely now. Let your self-love resonate into the universe now and forever. Let it happen now. I feel that self-love, and I give you love because I know you are love. Jesus said, hey, look, love your neighbor as yourself. That implies that you have to love yourself. It's a basic fundamental rule of the message of Jesus Christ. You have to love yourself. How can you love anyone else to the highest level possible if you can't love yourself? But when you love yourself, the pathways are clear for you to become absolute love, for you to live an unconditional love life, to you to find divine love, for you to become absolute love. With another perspective, really we have an expert on self-care and forgiveness, Deborah Kozik. Deborah, what are your thoughts on self-love?
Well, so as you're speaking, it's a way to self-reflect at a deeper level. When you learn to value yourself, those things that really hold a treasure in your heart, what brings forth compassion and courage and strength, those things that help you to identify at a deeper level who you really are, free of anybody else's observation of you. It becomes a reflection, a self-reflection of you. Mm-hmm. I like to work to practice looking into a mirror and see what reflects back and see how much you see that you're grateful for. And so when you start doing that, that's a practice of self-love, because then it reflects back to you. What do you see when you look in the mirror? And if you're not feeling so great, not feeling so loved, then you just simply say, I love you. And you look into your eyes and into your heart and you begin to feel it. That's self-reflection. Then you begin to value those things about yourself. And as you do that, then you start to value those things also that surround you in your world, in your situation. It's really important to practice self-compassion and forgiveness. These are self-love acts. And to at a deeper level, the practice, like David was saying, is at a deeper level of awareness where you believe what love is. You learn to identify what love is. And then when you do that, you can come from I like to practice also the I am. The words that we speak of ourselves are also reflections back. So we practice self-love words, loving words to ourselves. I am loving, I am compassionate, I'm creative, I am courageous. All those things that reflect a higher consciousness energy become value of who we are and who you are as a being, so that you can practice self-love. It's very important to love yourself and value yourself and forgive yourself, and to really see yourself with eyes of love, deeply, unconditional love.
Yeah, that is beautifully said, Deborah. Love is the way. That's what we are about. Because when you start internalizing love and come to the recognition and realization that you can love yourself and that you do love yourself and you do the things necessary to generate that self-love, what happens is it resonates in everything. It increases your awareness. It increases, you find that passion. You see love in everyone. You start acting more and more with acts of love, gratitude, thanksgiving. You start loving unconditionally. You start searching perhaps for a divine answer. You start becoming the Christ. You become and develop Christ consciousness. You become absolute love. You become God conscious. You bring everything into your life. And you can ask yourself that question this weekend. Who am I? And you may come up with that answer, that you're love. And they're even more than self-love, that you are and part of all that is. So Deborah, that was very beautiful. Dear God, right this moment, we know that we are love. We know that we love ourselves without ego, without judgment. That our love fills us with courage, compassion, confidence, and the ability to see love in everyone, the ability to energize our lives in every area of our lives now. From this moment on, we love ourselves unconditionally. We enhance our lives with love each and every moment of our lives. So it is so. Amen. So learn this and think about self-love this weekend. It goes, love goes beyond really anything that's been on there. That connects all 8 billion people, or 8.2 billion people, how many people are on the planet. And Jesus knew it was the biggest concept, the biggest form of consciousness and energy in the universe. So live that this weekend. Focus on loving yourselves.
Yeah, follow your dreams and your passion and your desires.
Yeah, Deborah, if you would just say one thing to our followers about one thing they can do to enhance self-love in their lives in the next couple of days, what would you suggest?
Get out in nature and really get in touch with just taking time to be still without any outer noise. Get in touch with quiet stillness, or just simply place your hand over your heart and feel your heartbeat and really find what you're grateful for.
Now, Deborah, that's not one thing, but
well,
okay, I'll just say, go into nature, put your hand on your heart. Yeah. But in any event, those are great words, Deborah. You just go in love, do your thing, but find a silent place.
Yes.
So remember, you can check us out on LoveMakersFoundation.com. And Deborah, why don't you close it out?
Yeah, thank you for being here with us. Do share your favorite love messages with others. That helps to bring more love awareness and the ability to self-love to others too.
Right.
So we thank you for being here and sharing, liking, and subscribing. And we're happy to have you here, and do share and remember.
Love is the way. Help us create the love revolution now.